Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn, your practical astrologer, and today we are talking about the new moon. It's on February 27th. It's at 9 degrees of Pisces, making a square to Jupiter, and Mars is direct in Cancer. What does that mean for you? That's what we're going to talk about. Okay, Capricorn, there are 5 planets in the sign of Pisces and this new moon in your area of communication as well as thinking process. And so it's our thoughts that get us actually in trouble. When you look at the tarot, the suit that's the most difficult is swords, and swords represents our thoughts. So it is our thinking that says, oh, there's a hole in the boat, I can go find wood, I can fix this up, or that says, oh, I'm doomed, and then the boat sinks. So this is the idea of using your mind and not getting stuck in the negative thoughts, but saying to yourself, all right, what's the creative solution here? I was listening to Gary Vaynerchuk. He was talking about just business in general, and he said it's problem and then find the solution, and then it's problem and then find the solution. And if you enjoy finding solutions, which a lot of Capricorns do, then this is great for you because you say, okay, here's another challenge. Here's an opportunity to be creative. Here's an opportunity to use my mind to figure out how to fix this. Now, with the new moon making a square to Jupiter in your area of routines, this is the time to incorporate something to help your mind. And that would be something like self-hypnosis or journaling or doing a meditation. Meditation is so great for creating a space between one thought and another. That's the purpose of meditation, is so that you can slow down your thoughts and actually observe them rather than react to them. So the energy here says that you can incorporate something like that into your daily routine and just have a breakthrough. And if you would like to know more about how to get into an abundant mindset, or you want to know what's happening for you in 2025, I do readings. There's a link in the description. Now, when it comes to love relationships, specifically new love, there's very interesting energy. Now, there's no aspect going on between Saturn and Venus, but you have so much in this area of activities and communication that if you go out and be social, it's possible that someone will find you. You might not be looking for love at that moment, but they could be knocking on your door. So there are some possibilities here. Again, with no aspect, you might be 2 ships passing in the night, unless you have a friend with you who nudges you and says, hey, that person's really interested. So, or just go out with this mindset that this could happen, because otherwise, again, you could just pass each other by and not see each other because there's no aspect. Now, when it comes to existing love relationships, the moon and Saturn are not making an aspect, but they are in the same sign, and the moon is running to catch up with Saturn. So there is definitely some energy of the two of you coming together more harmoniously, finding, some common ground over maybe disagreements you've had and resolving some things. But most of this happens outside this 2-week period. The energy does indicate that in general you're more comfortable with each other because these 2 planets are in the same sign. But to really solve the problems, you're starting to get the beginnings of the solution, and then the solution is likely coming outside this 2-week period. Now, when it comes to your money, you pull money from Uranus, which is still in your area of creativity and risk-taking, as well as that Saturn, which is making a conjunction to Mercury and the North Node. And the North Node's your life path. So this is about really aligning what you want to do to make money with your true path. And I know sometimes it's hard to figure out what your path is. Sometimes what people do is just choose anything and then watch for the signs of the universe as it nudges them in a direction or another. But there are people who have a life path that is just their life path is to explore life paths. It's a thing. But when it comes to your money right now, this is to look at what you're doing. Is it in alignment with what you feel you should be doing? Are you happy with the product you sell, happy with the job you have, etc.? Then you keep going. If you're not, then this gives you the energy to either make some course corrections or make a full pivot. Now, when it comes to money from business or from investments, the Sun's not making an aspect with Uranus, and it's not actually making an aspect with Saturn. However, the Sun and Saturn are in the same sign, and the Sun's going to catch up with Saturn. So the energy here is that the money is out there. It's a little bit out of reach right now, so you're making about the same as usual, but the prospects are good in the future. So continue to be aware of where you need to course correct, because that's going to help you get to your destination faster and make more money. Now, when it comes to money from career, so that would be a paycheck, you're doing a couple of aspects, and that is Saturn's doing a semi-square to Pluto and Mars is doing a sextile to Uranus. So you've got one challenging aspect and one very positive aspect. And generally when we have this combination, you just have to start the process and do the hard thing first. And once you get that out of the way, then you get the good energy. Now you've got a ton of planets in your area of communication. So this says start the conversation. And when you do, because that part's hard, once you get that rolling, then good things can happen. So you do look like you could make some real headway towards a raise, or that you could get some other perks. So this may be a time to initiate that conversation, even though you do start on that hard aspect. Again, if you let them start the conversation, then you are doing the concessions. So it'd be better if you started the conversation. Now, there will be better aspects for this in the future. So if you say, yeah, I don't even want to do the hard thing right now, I totally understand. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And by the way, I have a newsletter that comes out every week. It has astrological happenings. So if you want to stay ahead of things, subscribe to that. You can do that on the website. Also, if you are interested in my new month wishes class, that is moving to Zoom. The registration link is on the website, and I will see you in the next video.